How would you like to discover the 3-step video formula to craft videos that will increase views and conversions to grow your brand and scale your business? Hey, it's Elle Wong. After creating multiple offers and making a full-time living for over 8 years, today I'm going to walk you through the 3-step video formula to yield better views, engagement, and conversions. By the end of this training, you'll have the framework that you can start implementing right away to get more views, leads, and sales, even if you've never made a video before or currently have little to no following. And if you watch till the end of this training, I'll show you a bonus tip on how to read the minds of your audience to identify what they want so that you only spend time creating content based on what they are looking for. So let's get started. Now, before we go straight into the 3-step video formula, what we need to address before that is to first have clarity on your messaging and positioning to attract your dream clients. This is the foundation and a very important step that you need to do before you even go on to create your offers or your traffic or your sales funnel. Now, when it comes to sales, marketing, and building an audience, it's about helping someone to get a specific results. All right. That's why it's so important to have clarity on your positioning and the messaging so that you only attract your dream clients. All right. And this is the framework on how to identify the who result framework. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, who do you want to serve? And what is the result you want for your people? Okay, and this is the statement that you can use to get clarity for your positioning and your messaging. Okay, so do this along with me, write this framework down, and I'll give you some examples on how to do this. Okay, so let's just say you are in the real estate space. Okay, let's say you are a course creator, all right, where you help real estate investors, okay, which is your target market, your target audience. Okay, so I teach real estate investors. Okay, I teach is the verb, target audience is your real estate investors, and the result that you generate for them is how to make money flipping houses on eBay. Okay, and the thing that they would hate most is cold calling. Okay, so I teach real estate investors how to make money flipping houses on eBay without cold calling to get leads, right? So this is an example. Okay, another example, let's say you're in the health space, would be the verb is help, target audience, busy mothers, and the results you generate for them, how to lose weight by drinking ketones without the thing that they hate most, giving up their favorite carbs. Okay, you see where we're going with this? Another example, let's say you are a physiotherapist, right? I help athletes, target audience, and the result to regain their full mobility through movement and exercise, and the thing they hate most, while minimizing pain and recurrence. Okay? Another example, last one, okay, but you're getting the idea of this. Let's say you're in the relationship space. I empower target audience women, the results you generate for them, how to rekindle passion in their marriage without having to go through painful counseling. Okay? So you're getting the idea of this. So do this before moving on to the 3-step video formula. Get clarity on who you want to serve and what is the result you want to generate for them. And why this exercise is important? Because when you have good messaging, okay, good messaging reduces your CPA, which is your cost per acquisition in your ads. Cost per acquisition could be for a lead, it could be for a sale, but basically the cost to acquire a particular result, this will be reduced, okay, when you have good messaging. And good messaging also increases the conversion in your sales funnel. And good messaging also increases watch time, which is important for the social media platform's algorithm to increase your visibility. Right? So this is why this particular exercise is important, to first have clarity on your messaging and your positioning. Okay, so once you've done this, let's jump right into the 3-step video formula. The 3-step video formula essentially is number 1, the hook, number 2, the value, and number 3 is the offer. Okay, so every time you create a piece of content, think about these 3 steps: hook, value, offer, hook, value, offer. Okay, you notice that some videos that's out there, sometimes they have a very good hook, but they lack content. Or sometimes they have good value, but they lack the hook. Okay, but what makes a successful video is when you have these 3 components put together, all right? So let's dive deeper into this, starting with the hook. Okay, let's get a deep dive for you to see how this entire thing works together. So the first step is the hook, which essentially is to grab attention. Okay, before they even click on your video, before they even start watching the video or hearing the voiceover and etc., the first step is to hook them, to get them to basically stop the scroll. Okay, so imagine your target audience, they're like going through their mobile phones and you don't know where they are. They could be walking around, they could be sitting in their toilet, they could be in the kitchen cooking, they could be doing 101 things and they're just scrolling. Or maybe they're lying down and they're just scrolling, or they're browsing on the computer. The first step is to hook them and to grab attention. And how you achieve this is through something called the pattern interrupt. Okay, basically you want to interrupt them away from their patterns, whatever that they're doing, whatever that they are browsing on. And pattern interrupts consist of the headline and the thumbnail. And remember, the key for pattern interrupt is to grab their attention in the first 1 to 3 seconds. Okay, and your headline is the first impression that you make on a prospective viewer. Without a compelling promise at first glance, okay, it's very unlikely that they're going to stop the scroll. And that's why a headline is very powerful. And here are some proven headline frameworks that you can use. Okay, over here. Okay, so an example over here, headline number 1, okay, is how to result in time frame without the thing they hate most. Okay, so this is quite similar to the first exercise that you did, and I'll give you more examples. So an example could be how to lose 10 pounds in 30 days without giving up your favorite carbs. Another example could be how to get 100 new insurance leads in 10 days without cold calling, right? So it's how to result in time frame without the thing that your target audience hate to do. And another headline framework is the number quick tips to result or avoid the pain. So an example of this would be 5 quick tips to rekindle the passion in your marriage, or 3 quick tips to overcome the fear of public speaking. You see that? So the first one, I gave a quick tip to a particular result, and the second example, I gave a quick tip to something that they would want to avoid, which is the fear of public speaking. The third example is why I don't activity that most people do, right? So this is kind of like going against the norm, which would kind of like stop and make them pause and think like, oh, why is it that you're not doing this while everyone else is doing this? An example could be why I don't build a following on Instagram, why I don't weigh myself to keep track of my weight loss, right? Then another example for the headline, the framework is life of a avatar. Okay, avatar is your target audience. So example could be life of an entrepreneur. So this kind of videos is like those role plays that you're seeing now on TikTok where they're showing, like, for example, the life of an entrepreneur, there's like 101 things that they need to do. Or life of a designer, where they have the designer and the nightmare client that makes 101 changes. Or life of a super dad or a super mom, where they're like busy handling all sorts of things. So this is kind of like towards the entertainment type of videos that works as well. And the last headline framework is how to result even if objection. All right. So an example of this is how to get a housing loan even if you have a low credit score, or how to get a date even if you are an introvert. All right. So these are the proven headlines that you can use to basically stop the scroll. Okay. Now, after you have figured out the headline, okay, which is the lead of your video, the second type of pattern interrupt is video thumbnails. Okay. Video thumbnails. Okay. Video thumbnails is basically the first thing that the eyeball sees while they're scrolling before clicking onto your video, right? So thumbnails along with your headline acts as a mini marketing poster for your content. And here are some guidelines to create an effective thumbnail that gets the click. And tip number 1 is to basically insert the headline title text as the image, okay, that calls them out. And the second tip is to use expressions such as images of you or images of the avatar or characters that basically depicts emotions such as curiosity, fear, shock, anger. Okay, this kind of thing grabs attention. The third thumbnail tip is to use different art styles like motion graphics or doodle graphics, okay, in your thumbnails that basically stands out from the norm. And tip number 4 is abnormalities, which is like weird video angles. For example, it could be a really tall man walking through a tiny door, right? Or it could be someone holding a stash of money and he's about to burn them. So those are called abnormality, all right? And finally, thumbnail tip number 3 is showing the result. So this is kind of like a teaser of a specific result, okay, in the imagery, all right? So this first part here is the pattern interrupt to basically stop the scroll in the first 1 to 3 seconds. So once you have gotten the attention to stop the scroll, okay, next item under the hook is the intro. Okay, now that we've got their attention, once they click on your video, the next 5 seconds is your opening sentence, which is so important because your audience is going to wonder if this video is going to deliver on the promise over here that you have listed down. Okay, so for your opening sentence, you can either match your headline title, okay, as in you can do the voiceover or you can do the text overlay that matches the headline title, or you can ask a universal question. So for example, an opening could be, have you ever spent countless hours in video production only to get little to zero results. Okay, so that kind of like draws the people in. If let's say I'm targeting video creators or content creators, okay, and then the next part to your intro is to introduce yourself and to talk about your credibility and the payoff for them to watch this video. So an example of this could be, hey, I'm Elle Wong. After building a list of over 50,000 subscribers in the past year, I'm going to show you how to use videos to consistently bring in new leads 24/7. Okay, right? And part C, why they should stay till the end. Listen to the example. If you stay till the end, you'll be able to get a proven script and framework to show you exactly how you can create micro 60 seconds videos to start generating leads day and night for you, right? So if they stay till the end, they'll get the script and the framework, okay, for this micro content to start generating leads. So this is why they should stay till the end. Okay, so this is the hook. Okay, remember the hook, very important. The first part is to stop the scroll with a powerful and compelling headline, with a thumbnail that pops out of the feed, and then once they click on it, you give an intro that teases them, that draws them into why they should continue to watch your video. All right. So now that brings us to step number 2 of this 3-step video formula. Step number 2 here is value. Okay, value here is basically the meat of your content, the meat of your video, and the purpose is to give value in order to establish yourself as the go-to expert in your industry before asking for the sale. And this step is to build rapport. Okay, and it is to get your audience to know, like, and trust you. Okay, so this is the whole idea of this particular step. Okay, and for this step, there's actually 3 ways to deliver value. You can just use one of them or all of them in your videos, depending on how you structure it. But I would say to get started, the easiest one to tackle is do the educate framework. Okay, so how you deliver content, you can do it through education, you can do it through demonstration, or you can do it through entertainment. Okay, so to educate is to basically teach something. It could be a hack, it could be a tip, all right? And demonstrate is how you use the product. It could be unboxing it could be showing the features and the benefits and the before and the after. And the entertainment part is like the role plays that I talked about earlier, like the life of your avatar. Okay, when you educate, demonstrate, and entertain, remember you want to be giving your audience the aha moment and the connection that makes them want to share your content with the world because it is worthy. And this step, it is basically to turn cold audiences to become aware of the problem and the solution and lead them towards taking a desired action. Okay, and in here is where you want to agitate the pain and cultivate the gain. All right, and a pro tip for you here. Okay, people have very short attention span these days. So how do you tackle that? Throughout your video, it's important, especially for cold audiences who has never met you or heard of you before, right? For the first time. It's important that you use constant pattern interrupts throughout your video. You can use visuals or sound bites to keep them engaged. Okay, some examples and tips of constant pattern interrupts is like camera movements, jump cuts where you zoom in or zoom out, and then to use B-rolls, which are like supporting footages, like as you talk, you're showing that particular thing, okay, that you just talked about, or using doodle visuals, using motion graphics, animations, or sound effects. So these are constant pattern interrupts that keeps them engaged so that they watch till the end. Okay, so once you have delivered value, you have built rapport, and now that they know, like, and trust you, The third step to the video formula is the offer. Okay, so the offer is the final step of this, and this is basically the next logical step. Okay, the next logical step you would like your audience to perform, and your call to action should always tie with the benefit or the results, depending on the intention of your video, whether you want to generate leads, sales, or basically just post engagement. This is a standard framework that you can use, which is if you benefit, do this. That's it. It's so simple. Okay. An example of this is, let's say you are doing lead generation. Okay. Lead generation, you could say something like, if you would like to start changing the quality of your life, click on the button below you see, enter your name and email on the next page, and I'll show you the proven process to blah, 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 blah. Okay. So this is the lead generation, because the next logical step is for them to click and to enter their name and email, okay, for them to get this other thing. So you need to always think about what is the next logical step for my audience after they have consumed this piece of content, all right? So for sales, an example would be, let's say in the anti-aging space, you would say for them to buy this serum or cream or something like that. If you would like to start looking younger 30 days from now, click the button below to order your copy of the Glow Glance Diet, or click the button below to order your serum now. Okay, and for sales, sometimes you can add on things like, okay, for sales, you can add on things like warranties. You can also add on things like scarcity. Let's say you have limited stocks, okay, to kind of like push them to take that impulse action, okay? So this is the framework to generate sales. Let's say you want to do, let's say you create something mainly for post engagement to get more likes, comments, shares, to get more followers or subscribers. Something that you would say for this framework would be, hey, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. Smash the like button and share it if you got value from this. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for future videos like this. Okay, so you hear that? The call to action there was for them to subscribe to the channel, or to like, or to follow. Okay, so in a nutshell, this is the 3-step video formula. You can always tweak the messaging and the length of your video so that it matches the platform that you're on. So remember, each time you create a new video, always think about what is the hook, what is the value, and what is the offer. And for making till the end of this video training, a bonus tip on how to read the minds of your audience as promised. So this tool is actually called, let me bring it up. It's called Answer the Public. AnswerThePublic.com is basically a web-based tool to get instant and suggested search insights to untap a gold mine of ideas, so that you're always creating content based on what your customers is really searching for. Okay, so to basically use this tool, okay, just type in a topic that you're in, and you can use 1 to 2 words for best results. Let's say you're in the cryptocurrency space, okay, and you basically have no idea what are the pains, what are the gains, what are the struggles, and what are the things that motivates your audience. So this is a place where you can do a bit of research on in this particular niche. So let's just key in the word cryptocurrency here to discover what exactly people are asking about. Okay, search. Okay, just give it a moment. Okay, and there you go. Look at this. This is what Answer the Public would return. Okay, after crawling through the Google search, the suggested search, and they basically compile this into a nice visualization for you. You can also click on data, okay, and basically it will come up with all these suggested titles. Okay, so there's just a lot that they give you. So if you're ever out of ideas, you're not sure what kind of questions that they are asking, okay, so these are like the how titles that people are asking, the R, who, where, why, okay. There you go, you see. So people, these are some of the objections, okay, that people are typing in. Cryptocurrency, is it a pyramid scheme? Cryptocurrency, is it halal? Is it worth it? Is it safe? Is it a Ponzi scheme? So can you imagine like having this kind of intel, in your marketing? Now that you know these are the objections that people have in their minds, you can actually address them in your videos or in your sales presentations. Okay, let's see what else. And people are asking about the potential in 2022. Then we have people asking about cryptocurrency for beginners, for metaverse. Facebook's coming up with a metaverse, so people are asking about that. Can this make you rich? Can it be hacked? Okay, so people are asking all these questions about cryptocurrency. People are asking, will it rise again? Asking about taxes on cryptocurrency, how it works. Okay, so this is like an amazing intel platform that can give you insights into what your audience is asking. Okay, so take your time to go through it. Type in different things. Let's try another one on anti-aging. Okay, so what are anti-aging people asking? Let's see. There we go. So they're asking what anti-aging products to use in 30s, in 40s, what creams actually work, what treatments work, what celebrities use, which one's the best for dry skin, best for sensitive skin. So this is kind of like, what has returned is that they're kind of like problem aware, right? But they're just trying to find the best solution. Okay, is it a serum? Is it a cream? Is it a night cream? Which is the one that actually works? And then there are some questions over here. Are anti-aging creams bad for you? Is it safe? Is it a waste of money? Is it bad for young skins? Okay. Does it cause high blood pressure? Wow. You see, there's just so much. Does it cause cancer? See, there's so much information in here, right? So that's why I say it's like a gold mine. If you're ever like stuck and you want to go deeper into understanding your audience about their desires, about their fears, about their pains, about their objections, this is the place to go to, okay? Answerthepublic.com. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up this training. Send me an email, drop me a comment. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was from this particular video. I'd love to hear from you. Email me at support@lwong.com. And remember, information is potential power. Implementation is real power. I'm L Wong once again. I hope you enjoyed this training and I look forward to hear from you soon. Take care.